V81 Radio, V81 Radio. V81 Radio, V81 Radio.
Our Almighty God, Creator of heaven and earth, Father and lover of our soul, you sit on your throne of mercy and rule with your love and faithfulness. You are full of grace. We acknowledge your presence in our lives. Nothing is hidden in your eyes, even our challenges and struggles in life. We come to you with faith. We ask not only for our daily spiritual bread, but to seek your forgiveness and undeserving favor to heal our land, our family members, our friends and neighbors, even our enemies with COVID-19 and other diseases. Holy Spirit, help us to deepen our faith and see the opportunity to believe, obey, and worship. As we face this pandemic, you are Lord and God. Encourage us and change our hearts, not to fear, but to be full of hope and find ourselves praying and meditating your word. We believe no works of the enemy prosper to your children. Abba, Father, we believe that your Son Jesus Christ is Lord and Savior. He is the truth and our salvation. Hear our prayers, O Lord, and most of all, not our will, but thy will be done. We pray this in Jesus' name, the name above all names, who was and is to come. Amen.
Naghahatid saya sa mga Pinoy, mga kanta at programang Tatak Pinoy. Napapanood at napapakinggan kahit saan ka man. Streaming worldwide in South Manila. This is V81 Radio.
Malayo ka man sa iyong pamilya, dito ay hindi ka nag-iisa. Tiyak ito'y iyong hahanap-hanapin, dahil ito ang nagpapasaya sa atin.
V81 Radio, V81 Radio.
Ito ang radio mo, ito ang radio ko.
V81 Radio, V81 Radio.
Dahil mahal namin kayo.
V81 Radio, V81 Radio.
Para sa inyo ito, V81 Radio. Ito ang paborito ng bawat Pilipino. Basta all hits, all Pinoy, panalo. Merong kwentong iyakan at tawanan, kahit nasaan ka man ito'y mapapakinggan. Oh,
V81 Radio, V81 Radio.
ito ang radio mo, ito ang radio ko.
V81 Radio, V81 Radio. Radio.
Dahil mahal namin kayo.
V81 Radio. V81 Radio.
Para sa inyo ito, V81 Radio. Ito ang radio mo, ito ang radio ko. Dahil mahal namin kayo. Para sa inyo ito, V81 Radio.
The views and opinions expressed in the following program are those of the program anchors and producers and do not necessarily reflect the policies and position of this station. Buckle up and get ready, set, and go. Join Sports Girl anchor Nicole Ganglani as she dives deep into the lives of athletes, fitness personalities, and enthusiasts from the sports industry. This is Sportswatch, only here on V81 Radio, Manila.
Hello mga ka-sports tropa, this is your sports girl anchor Nicole Ganglani welcoming you to our show today where we talk all things sports and fitness. Buckle up, get ready, set, and go. We're here to put the spotlight on different athletes from different sports to hopefully inspire you. So for today's show, I'm really excited to have the Pilipinas ice hockey team. I personally invited them today so we learn more about ice hockey here in the Philippines and their team and personal achievement thus far. Did you know that they've competed in 2 SEA Games tournaments already? Yeah, it's going to be a fun show filled with new insights about ice hockey, especially the ice hockey scene here in the Philippines. So let's learn more about the sport with ice hockey players David Samson and Miguel Relampagos. Hello guys, thank you again for coming through the show.
Hi, thanks for having us.
Thanks for
Good
having
morning.
us.
Audience, I know you guys saw BJ Imperial in the poster, but he is going to be following. So in the meantime, we have Miguel and David. So thanks again for coming through today. How are you guys? How's your morning going?
It's
Hey,
good.
good. Guten Morgen. It's a good morning today.
Yeah. Yeah, Miguel has his own mic, so he is indeed ready. Yeah, and they
Ready
also
to
wore
fight.
is that your jerseys?
It's our
No, these are the
The SEA
the-
Games.
the SEA Game shirts, yeah.
mhm.
Ah,
So
that's
this is what we
dope.
wear like during games or trainings.
During
or
games.
when I-
And
Yeah.
that's dope. That's great. So, without further ado, let's go to the questions. I'd like to ask you both. How did you both get into ice hockey first? At what age? And like, obviously, ice hockey is a really unique sport, diba? It's not like, oh, here's a ball and you can do something with it, like, right? There, you literally have to go on ice, right? Because
Mhm.
that's how you play the sport. So I'd like to ask you both, how did you get into ice hockey?
Miguel, go.
David, you, okay, I can go first. I was like, who goes first? Okay.
Sorry,
Um,
Miguel, you na lang since you have the mic and you seem
Yeah.
very okay.
I'm ready. So I started out I think when I was 4, when I was 4 with my sisters.
Oh,
So
wow.
I grew up with 2 of my sisters. Oh, sorry, we're 5, but like I grew up with 2 of them, and whatever one sibling did, the 3 of us had to do. So
Yeah,
and
that's
my eldest sister
very-
Steffi
yeah.
got into figure skating in Mega Mall, and yeah, that's how it started really, and I just never stopped.
So you were 4 years old at that time.
Yeah, I was 4, around 4.
Nice. And then how did you like gradually get into the sport? I mean, you said your sister's Sophie, right?
Mhm.
She brought
Steffi.
you. Steffi, sorry, my bad.
It's
Steffi.
okay.
So you got into the figure skating field, but how did ice hockey come? Like, was it
Oh,
Were you
so
or
when my sister started out figure skating, I was like, "Mom, I don't want to figure skate. I don't think that's for me. Like I
yeah,
don't I just didn't think it was for me. I don't think I'm that graceful and stuff." So I was like, "Mom, I don't think this is for me." And then she goes, "No, you play hockey." And
yeah,
then so I think it was Coach Bong who started starting out a team there called the Manila Voyagers, and David and I both played there actually
yeah.
for Coach Bong. And
Okay,
so yeah,
and
that's how it
then
started. And then
that's how you
I just
gradually. Yeah,
yeah started getting into it, joined more clubs, more teams till we
nice.
formed the national team.
Nice, nice. Sige, we'll get to the national team a little later. How about you naman, David?
Sure.
How did you get
Okay.
into ice hockey?
Yeah, for me, it's kind of a different story.
Mm.
Um, I really wanted to play hockey because of I think a lot of us like here got inspired by the movie Mighty Ducks. Like
Mm.
like like our team, I feel, because it's like a 90s movie or even like 80s movie, and like that's like
90.
what I was watching when I was growing up, and I was just like, man, I want to play this sport. This is such a different sport from like everything else. Because
Yeah,
I think a lot of us when we were kids, we were like into like I don't know taekwondo or basketball
yeah,
or
yeah.
you
Or
know you know
tennis.
those sports, which
Yeah,
which I did also. But I was like, parang I want something else. I want something different. And then Mighty Ducks like just. I was like, oh my gosh, I want to play ice hockey. This is so fun. This looks so fun, especially like with the movie and all of the dramatics. Like, not everything's like the movie, but it just like caught my eye, and I was like one day I just like decided to tell my parents to like bring me to the rink and like start lessons or something because I was
yeah.
really like I really want to do this. And I think I was like 6 or 7, so a little bit later than Miguel, a little bit lang naman, but
Yeah, little lang
um
naman. Mga 2 years.
yeah. But like from then on, like I started like skating, training, and that's actually also where I met Miguel.
Okay.
And like fun fact, like we've been friends like ever since that moment.
Damn. Growth
Like
from the
like we
start.
really like grew from that moment until now. Like everywhere, like we're
That's
really
nice.
like
You just grew up
yeah, like
together. Even is this
exactly.
BJ? Even BJ as well?
BJ, we met him like at the later
Okay.
I think
stage.
We'll
high
hear from
school,
him later.
I think I think high
early high
school
school,
already.
maybe yeah, grade school, high school,
Yeah.
Because he
So
grew up ata in
Bicol.
Bicol.
okay.
So yeah.
Yeah.
BJ has
Sige.
an
So
interesting
yeah.
story.
Yeah.
Sige.
Sayang
We'll
he's
That's
not
ask
true.
here.
him later. Hopefully he comes on time.
Yeah.
But then yeah, like what you both said, you both met at a young age na, and then did you get into specific teams together? Like at the time you were learning the sport, did were there summer camps or even like um places that offered you guys to teach the sport?
Mm, I think growing up, the scene was quite different from now
Yeah,
in a sense that it was very club based. So
club.
we had clubs. I think there were about maybe 3, 4 clubs in Mega Mall, including a women's team before, and then I think around 1 to 2, maybe 3 that were based in South Mall. And then so what we do before was you join the club, and then parang there's like a tournament that you join every year. Like there's a summer tournament,
Yeah,
and sometimes September there's another one also. So that's how we like competed against each other, really.
so
And
through the
yeah,
summer tournaments na.
Mm.
yeah, summer tournaments.
So is that how you guys like is that what you guys use to develop your skills for the sport?
Yeah,
But
yeah,
yeah, I
exposure.
mean, yeah, we
Yeah.
we had also like we have trainings obviously. Like in the morning. Oh my gosh, I remember like 5 a.m.
In the
trainings.
ice.
Yeah, yeah, we have to be there at 5 a.m. Like, oh my gosh, you're all so groggy and you're like
How
so
old are you
small
guys
pa.
then?
And like 7, 8, 9, whatever,
Oh,
like
that's
that
pretty
age.
young.
And
It's
we'd
bad.
have to go to the mall, and we'd have to pass the back door,
Yeah,
like
because
where the
it wasn't
deliveries
open.
are.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So like every morning we're just all like, oh my gosh, like training na naman. But like that
Sure,
was
yeah.
our life before, like when we were younger.
Yeah.
Um super I mean, it really like taught us a lot, like especially about discipline, like waking up
Yes,
and training. Because oh my gosh, like we'd have to be up at like I don't know 4 a.m., eat
yeah,
breakfast, and then
for
go.
sure.
Or
Yeah.
if we were late, we'd have to do something like suicide or something. And we
Oh
were
my
like kids back then, so
God.
it's
How did you do suicides on the, is it called the field or
The rink?
the rink.
The rink.
sorry.
Yeah,
So
yeah.
how do you do suicides on that?
Oh, there
But
are lines.
Yeah.
So there's like a red
So
line, blue
same
line, red
format,
line, blue
right?
line,
You
red
want
line.
for to
yeah,
go
yeah.
up,
Yeah,
Basically,
the one
over.
back.
Is it
but
hard?
Sorry.
Is it harder compared to the normal suicide?
yeah, I think so. Cause like your legs are burning, and then you stop,
And then you
and
have to balance.
you have to go back again. But when we were kids, the suicides were like easier. We didn't have
Yeah,
to go to every single line. I think
yeah.
it was back and forth. But that was crazy. Like I just remember just being up so early in the morning and then heading to the rink and
Damn.
good
Do you
times.
remember how many good times? Do you remember how many suicides you had to do?
A
I
lot.
Yeah, it was a
A
lot.
lot.
Like yeah,
Just like
basically we it was just like
depends.
it's really something to like discipline us. So
Yes.
it was crazy. I remember just like and then back then pa like we weren't so like amazing at skating. Like our
Yeah.
skating wasn't like the best, especially when
Yeah.
you're in Europe. It's just like and you had to like skate all of that, so it's just crazy.
Oh,
Oh,
hey, PJ.
BJ's here.
Yeah,
Hola,
we were
senor.
Hello.
we were just getting started actually. For our audience out there, this is BJ Imperial, Miguel and David's teammate. They were telling me so much about you. I'm just kidding.
Good things. I hope.
You're
When you
not.
had short hair. Oh man.
They were telling
Yeah.
me how they got into the sport, and they had their own inspiring stories actually. They said they were friends at a young age, but they met you at a later age. And they told me your story is really interesting. So I'd like to ask you, how did you get into ice hockey?
Um, I started because I have cousins who grew up in the States and they played ice hockey there. Then they moved back here and we live in a compound, so they just live like few steps away from me. So when they
Yeah.
moved back, they would play hockey in the driveway.
Oh,
And
that's
then,
fun.
of course, I got interested because I was
Where
a
in the
kid.
States?
So they taught me how. What?
Where in the States?
They grew up in California, so they were
Okay.
there for a while.
Yes, yes. So how did you like find did you come back here? You came back here, right?
No, I didn't live there. They lived there. So when I was growing up, they were already back here.
Okay,
So they were
okay.
there for like throughout grade school. That's where they started playing hockey.
Okay. How old were you then when you got into the sport?
I think I was like 4.
Oh, that's so young.
Yeah,
Like Miguel,
Like
yeah.
Miguel. Sorry, yeah, I'm not
Let's
part
go,
of the four
BJ.
yeah, but
club.
I'm kidding. David got
I
into it
didn't
at
start
Sorry,
six.
at
That's
David.
ice
pretty young
though.
too.
Yeah.
Yes,
I didn't
yes.
start
So
at ice though. It was just on the driveway.
sorry, what was that?
I didn't start like Miguel with ice
Mm.
hockey. I was just in the driveway, like
Oh,
street hockey until I was like 13. Yeah.
yeah. How did you get into the sport mismo?
Oh, um, I think we were just in the mall. We were in it was still Mega Mall that time.
Yeah,
And then we were walking around and we saw the rink. And then we were like, oh, let's try playing. And then
yeah.
yeah, we started skating and then we just met people and then yeah,
That's dope.
just
That's
snowballed from
We saw
there.
Miguel daw.
you were 13 by then.
What?
You
Sorry?
were 13 years old. You were 13 years old.
Yeah, yeah.
Okay. So I'd like to ask you guys, how did you form your team? Is it considered a national team? Yeah. So
Yeah.
how did you guys form your team and how did you come together? So maybe we can start with you, David.
Okay. I was like, who can go? I think like from my knowledge, I'm sorry if I'm wrong, but from my knowledge, I think it started officially 2015 because
Yeah.
that was the year also that we got accredited by the International Ice Hockey Federation. Am I right? Am I right, guys? Yeah, and then that's also when like we had like tryouts for the team, and then even before they um made the team, we already had like a somewhat a team with like some expats with us.
Okay.
And we were playing tournaments like already in Hong Kong and stuff like that. So like that was before the official I know, and then they decided. I honestly don't know who decided to form the but like it was formed and we're here. So that's good.
Nice.
Anything you guys want to add? Anything I forgot?
Oof,
Because
there
that's
was
like
Coco
Did you
just
get
top of
Crunch.
head.
right? Yeah. So do you guys want to add anything?
Mm.
Go,
No,
Miguel.
David's spot on.
Great. History. That's great.
Okay.
So, what are the tournaments you guys competed in at that time from 2015? Like, is there a specific tournament that you compete in yearly?
Mm.
Mm, what do you
I
call
think
this? I think
now we
Yearly
do
is
because every year we have an IIHF tournament called the Challenge Cup of Asia, and I think we've been
Okay.
playing it since 2018.
Yeah.
2018, tama ba? And
Oh,
then
what?
biannually we have SEA Games.
Okay. So, how is it like in your IHF, right? Sorry, IH.
IIHF.
Yeah. How is it like there? Like, who countries do you go up against?
So for the CCOA, which is the Challenge Cup of Asia, we've gone against countries like um, Singapore, Southeast Asian
Singapore.
countries, Singapore, Indonesia, Malaysia, and Mongolia.
Mm-hmm.
so. Not Southeast Asia lang, Miguel.
No, yeah, I mean that was in Southeast Asia, and then Mongolia,
Yeah.
and I think we went against Kuwait also. Kuwait
Yeah.
ba? They,
So
yeah,
Yeah.
not
Kuwait, Kuwait.
Southeast Asia.
So not just Southeast Asia, Asia
Yeah.
na.
Done.
Yeah,
Yeah.
that's right.
What have you guys achieved na there? Like, have you won the actual tournament in itself?
Sadly, no.
Not yet. Yes, yes.
We were so close. 2019. We got
Insert cry
silver.
here.
Insert Christ. We were so close. Like we were in the gold medal game,
Yeah,
but wasn't for us, I guess, that time.
yeah. So you ended
Uh,
up over.
yeah,
Yeah.
Yes. Who won? Who ended up winning?
Mongolia.
Mongolia. Okay, but silver isn't bad.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's what the silver medalists say.
Yeah. Silver isn't bad, you know.
But you guys ended up gold naman with SEA Games. So for 2 straight years, did you guys win gold?
No.
Okay.
Insert cry again. No, we didn't. We didn't win gold.
What
The
was
recent
Uh,
SEA Games.
what place did you guys achieve in the first SEA Games?
the
Oh,
first was gold.
Gold.
Yeah, but the
That
second was bronze.
the
The one recently.
yeah.
Mhm.
Okay.
Sadly, we. I mean, still grateful, but
Yeah.
you know,
It's
it's like not the best thing. Like especially when you're in home
yeah.
soil, home rink,
Yes.
everything. But
Ice.
yeah,
Oh my.
that's how it is.
Yes. So before I ask you guys how it's like to play in an ice hockey tournament, can we please roll the photos?
Ooh.
Your mic. There we go.
I
So
hope
Oh
they're
man.
good.
this is I believe this is
Oh, we
you.
have photos.
This is me
Yeah.
and Miguel.
This is you and Miguel.
Yeah.
Ooh. Oh, okay. David, you're the one in the back. Sorry.
Oh no, that's
So,
me in the back.
oh, okay. Sorry. So
Yeah,
that's
that's me. And look at
back.
that game face.
Yeah. That's great. So where was this? Do you remember?
This is in MOA. We're training for SEA Games this time.
Hmm. Where's the better place to play in MOA or Mega Mall?
MOA.
MOA. Okay. So that's where you guys train?
Yeah.
Okay. Like at 5 a.m., like what you mentioned a while ago.
No, that was when we were kids. Like as we grew older, the trainings became nighttime na. Because
Oh,
everyone just had work and school. So we
yeah.
had
So
to adjust it to
yeah,
nighttime. Yeah.
right. This was versus who? Do you remember?
This was just like scrimmage or training, like literally just
Ah,
our
okay.
training. Yeah.
It's just a photo. Nice. Are there specific positions in ice hockey?
Mm-hmm.
Can you give us some info about that? Like what?
DJ, go ahead. Um, can
Oh,
I
hear
think
us.
BJ is lagging.
BJ's lagging. Okay.
I can do it. I
Miguel,
can do it. So basically, there are 6 players per team on the ice. So there's one goalie.
yeah.
Usually,
Six
yeah. There's one goalie. There's 2
Yeah.
defensemen. There's 2 wingers, right wing, left wing, and there's a centerman.
Yeah.
So yeah, at any point in time, there's supposed to be, if there's no penalty, there's supposed to be 6 players on the ice. Yeah.
All right.
So
Yes.
sometimes you can pull out your goalie and add another player, but you risk,
Yeah.
having
Yeah.
your net open. But yeah, at
What's
any
your
point in time, it's supposed to be 6.
What's your position?
So BJ, David, and I are all forwards. So
For
we're all usually wingers, but
yeah.
sometimes if need be, we play center.
Gets.
David mostly.
Yeah, I play center mostly. These guys are like amazing wingers, like DJ and Miguel. I just come to support them. Like, here you guys go, just shoot it. It's all yours.
Who normally scores the most, or is it like
BJ,
some
BJ,
BJ? Nice.
BJ.
Because he has long hair. Joke.
May ano ba yun? May
That's
reason ba
nice
yun?
of you, Dave.
Is that why you
What? Sorry.
Is that why you grow your hair so you can score a lot?
Yeah, mostly that.
You know the
Okay.
story of Samson and Delilah? It's something like that. It's like it's like BJ and hockey. So if you cut his hair, nako, he'll cry.
Okay, so for our audience who want to
That's
get
not right.
into ice hockey, there's your first tip of the day. If you want to score a lot, grow your hair. So,
Go ahead.
photo.
That's why me and Miguel we don't have as much as BJ. 'Cause our hair short there.
Next photo, please. Oh, this is your SEA Games. This is
Aw,
okay. So this is the bronze year.
yeah. Rose gold.
Girls gold. Okay.
Rose gold. Joke lang. Joke lang.
Oh, so you're all one team. You're
Sorry.
one. This is one team, right?
Yeah.
Yes.
Is there a
Are-
women's team?
Yeah.
Yeah, there is.
Yes, there's a
Okay. So it's a separate,
Mm-hmm.
Okay, great.
division. Yeah.
Yeah, you guys look happy here.
Yeah, our joke kasi was it wasn't bronze, like it was rose gold. So medyo
Ah, okay.
You're like,
Rose gold.
because it looks legit like the
It
medal
looks
itself.
like it's rose gold.
Yeah, so we're like, okay, pwede na rin.
Okay. Next. There. Okay, this is the formal rose gold photo.
Yeah.
Right.
Uh,
Next. Oh, there. That's BJ because it says
That's-
Imperial. Yeah, in the
It's him
Yep.
scoring. Look at him. I mean, you can't see his face, but
That's BJ scoring.
yeah.
That's him scoring, yeah. Do you guys remember what tournament was this?
This is
That's
SEA
SEA
Games.
Yeah. Last
Games
season,
last year.
2019.
This was in MOA also,
Mm-hmm.
Yes.
right? Sino kalaban you here?
I think Malaysia.
Malaysia. Is
Yeah.
it like
See a bit of
football?
orange at the sorry.
Is it like football where, di ba, when you're playing football and then you score a goal, parang it's a big celebration, diba? So is it like
Yeah.
that in hockey? Yes, it's a
Yeah,
I'd say it
yeah,
is, but I think just a bit shorter.
yeah. It's a bit shorter, and
Just
we
a
have
bit
less
shorter.
space to
Yeah,
celebrate. But
Yeah.
basically, yeah.
nice. Next photo, please.
Oh
Nice.
yeah.
Ah,
Different.
BG's not here. Yeah.
Yeah, yeah, he's just fixing his Wi-Fi issues. But
Mm.
I was gonna ask him, Sana, what was in his mind? What was on his mind? Like, who was he
It's
looking at?
probably Hey Ma or
Neymar
something.
scored.
Hey Ma.
This is after a game though.
This is after the game, na.
Yeah.
Yeah, after one of the games.
So,
Because
what do you
usually,
guys think he was thinking?
uh, I don't know. I honestly don't
No
know.
idea.
Sometimes, like all of us here, like me, Miguel, and BJ, we're like the most random people like on the team.
You're the
So
what?
we just like
Sorry, I
I
didn't
don't
catch
know, like
you.
any. We're the most random people on the team.
Random
Like
people. Okay.
I'm glad you guys got us, like the three of us, because we're really like I don't know.
Yeah, actually, when
we're
I was talking to
we're a
him,
bunch.
he suggested you both, or I think he said, "Oh, maybe I'll play with them for games." So I'm like,
Yeah,
okay, yeah. So that's
yeah,
wait,
Always
BJ.
game.
Yeah, and wait. Should we wait for BJ so he can like when he comes in, he just sees his face? Oh,
oh
there
I
there.
think he's
I knew
oh,
it.
BJ,
BJ
you.
surprise.
So
you're on the hot seat again. Sorry,
no,
B.
I was listening, waiting for you guys to talk trash about me.
So what was on your
Good.
mind though, Beej?
Your good teammates. They didn't say anything yet, but
Yeah, I
I
actually
want
don't
to.
remember what was on my mind. But this was after a game. I was probably
Yeah,
looking for where my parents were.
Ah,
Okay.
see, I
Miguel,
told you.
Miguel was right.
Miguel was right. Miguel was right.
Hey ma.
Hey, ma, look. Hey, look,
I
ma.
told you.
Nice. Next photo, please. Oh wow, this looks wow. Okay.
I was trying to get it out of our net. That's our net, cause so.
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
Don't shoot it there, David.
Has that happened to you guys where you just shot the sorry, what is it called?
The
The puck.
puck.
The puck. Okay.
Yeah.
Has that happened to you guys where you just shot the puck at the wrong court or wrong goal?
Probably David.
Mm.
Joke.
Wow. No, 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 no. It's honestly like I'm surprised like I haven't done it because like there's so many moments like this for me. Like
Yeah, it's very fast paced. Like I was watching ice hockey videos like to get ready for the show. Parang it's the most fast paced sport I've seen, and I watch like a lot of basketball and
mm,
like football and actual action sports. It seems like you really have to keep up with the pace, no?
Yeah.
mm,
Mhm.
I think what
yeah.
makes it faster compared to the other sports is there's no out of bounds.
Yeah.
So
Rarely.
you're all over the
And
place. Yeah.
it's open sub, so you can literally substitute the players on the ice at any point in time.
Ay talaga.
Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah.
Like even if like it's the last possession, you can just be like,
Yeah.
there's no like whistle to be like, hey,
Oh,
substitute.
the refs can whistle, but that's
Yeah.
like a dead possession, so you can substitute at that point in time also.
But the game doesn't stop.
Yeah, it doesn't.
Yeah, it doesn't really.
But you have to substitute like in the right spot. Like you
Right.
can't get caught. Like it's kind of complicated to explain right now. But basically you just have to change like right away. If somebody leaves, you have to like switch for them right away because there's a penalty also for too many men on the ice.
Right, right.
So that's just gonna like cost you like minutes of like playing like uneven. So
Yes.
that's like something also we have to keep in mind.
Yes. Next photo, please. Oh, there.
Ooh.
I believe that's
Fantastic.
Singapore. Is that Singapore?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh my gosh, that game was
This
a
was SEA
crazy
Games,
game.
no?
Yeah.
Nice. You guys, this was your first game?
This was
I
third
think our second game, dude.
or second joke.
Ay,
Sorry.
I don't
sorry.
remember.
Parang second game.
How was it like facing Singapore?
Mm,
During this time or the last time we faced them?
Overall, like when you guys faced
they
Singapore, is that like something? Are they your rivals or?
well, not really, but like one thing we could say about Singapore, like compared to like past tournaments and SEA games, they like got they improved a lot
They
because
improved a lot. Yeah.
like it was they really like stepped up their game, especially in SEA games. Like
Yeah.
this game, it was such a close game. Like I know the score says 5-3, but like the whole game was just back and forth. Like all of us were just like so like crazy on the bench whenever somebody scored, and then when they scored, it would just be so quiet. And then
Yeah.
when we scored, basta, it was really back and forth.
Yes.
So yeah, Miguel, sorry I cut you off.
No, go.
No,
That one,
that's it. That's
yeah.
it for me.
That's also what I wanted to say. Like
Yeah.
they really they really stepped up. Yeah, you're right, David. They stepped up their game big time, especially in SEA games.
Yeah.
And yeah, took us by surprise. Like, whoa.
Mm-hmm.
But you guys
For
still
sure.
won. That's what matters.
Yeah,
Next
We
Well,
won
well,
this
that
game.
game we won this game, but the
This
next
game,
one,
Gets.
yeah.
Oh,
Uy.
it's you, Miguel, forward.
Wow.
Hey.
Why do you have a
Messi
solo
Jack.
pick?
I don't know.
So is the forward position your actual like position from the beginning pa or
Yeah, I guess yeah. I've always played
you've always
wing
played
or center, but I don't know. Sometimes they just put me on D, and I'm like, okay, let's go.
that's it.
Lalo na growing up, because growing up they're just like, what is the situation call? Like, no,
Yeah.
you play forward, you play defense, and you're just like, what? That's not my position. But you're just like,
Yeah.
it's okay.
but you just adjust.
Yeah, Miguel always
Yeah, just
complains.
adjust.
Joke.
No,
Next one. Oh, who's this? Si BJ.
Ooh, BJ.
who's this
Nice.
long hair dude?
I don't know if
I
I
don't-
won, actually. I'm not
Did
sure.
you
I hope
score in
so.
this position?
Yeah, I think this is a goal. This was
Looks
against
like-
Singapore in Challenge Cup of Asia 2018
Nice.
when it was here also. So
Nice,
that was
nice.
good. Yeah.
So it was a score. It was a
Mm.
great.
Cool.
Next.
Yeah.
Next photo. There. That's BJ, right? And
Yeah.
And that's JR.
JR.
Not JR. Oh,
Okay, so
clothesline.
that probably means the picture before that was a goal.
Yeah. Like even look at the people watching.
Look at the people at the back. That's how you know, really.
Yeah.
yeah, makes sense.
Yeah.
Yeah,
If they're going wild or something.
yeah. Great. Next photo. There. Is this still BJ or
Oh, that's
It's
David.
me. It's a
there.
white page. That's my white cage
David.
face.
Your white your what?
White cage face.
White
Yeah.
cage face.
Because like I think I was still scared that time to wear the visor.
yeah.
Yeah, Miguel and
The one
David
that
make
looks
fun
cool.
of me.
Yeah, BJ has long hair, but he doesn't want to wear a visor.
Yeah. You
Yeah.
guys look super geared up. Like ang daming is that how it is? Like ang daming gear na kailangan.
Super.
we have to be we have to be
'Cause
protected.
it's honestly really painful, even with gear, to
I
get hit
heard
and to get
it's
to get hit
injury
by the
prone
puck. Yeah.
sport. Yeah. Interesting. Sige. Next photo, please. This is
Oh,
one of your
nah.
teammates or one of you guys?
It's
David.
me again.
Oh, great. Nice.
Against
Did you-
Mongolia.
David about to get hit.
No. We were like battling, I
Openly
think.
hit each other like in football, American football, like where
Yeah.
you tackle down. Can you do that in ice hockey?
Not to that extent where you're like lifting him
You're
off
like
the ground
pushing,
and like
yeah.
yeah, and like kind of like wrestling, but in a sense where if you're battling for the puck, you can go shoulder to shoulder. It's body
can do that.
positioning.
Yeah.
Yeah, you can do that.
Yes, yes. So is that what you were doing here?
Yeah, basically, yeah, we were just like buying the puck. Like obviously, we were both looking at the puck there, and we were like, who's gonna get it first or
Yeah.
something. I mean, I didn't tell that to him, but
He was whispering it. "I'm gonna get
but yeah, basically, yeah.
Yeah, next photo, please. This was SEA
Oh,
Games.
This is
No,
this is
Under
under 20 in
yeah, under
Malaysia.
20. Yeah.
Okay.
There's like a CCOA also, but for juniors. So that's 20 years old and below.
Yeah, me and BJ were here. BJ's in
I was-
front, and
I was
I'm all the way in
21,
the
eh.
back.
Joke. I wasn't 21.
Yeah.
Did you guys
Me-
win this tournament?
No.
No. we,
No. I think we
Yeah.
were fourth out of 5.
yeah,
Okay,
Yeah.
I guess experience. Yeah.
Yeah.
it wasn't very good.
Yeah, but you guys are a lot, huh? So there are a lot of ice hockey players talaga.
Yeah, we've
Pwede na,
grown
yeah.
over the years.
Yeah.
Next, please.
Oh my
The
gosh.
best tournament ever.
This is the best
I love that
tournament. Like
tournament.
all of us like agree here. Like this is the best.
Yeah.
What tournament is
My
this?
fave.
This is the
Oh, this
Asian
is
Winter
the
Games
Asian Winter Games.
Yeah,
in
this right,
Sapporo,
it's-
Japan.
Oh, in Japan.
Yeah, that's why. Oh my gosh, my favorite. I love Japanese food. Like it's my favorite. So that's why I love this tournament. Just everything
Sapporo.
Japanese is great. Yeah.
Nice. Who did you
Yeah.
go up against here in this photo?
This was
This is
Kuwait,
Kuwait.
right?
Kuwait,
Yeah.
yeah.
Nice.
There's a
Oh, boy.
fight in that game.
You guys
There's
win?
a fight. Yeah, we did. There was a
There's a
fight in this game.
Ah, talaga?
Yeah.
Who fought?
Yeah.
Si Miguel?
BJ did. BJ did.
Ah, talaga.
I was
I
just
BJ
thrown
did.
out.
I
Yeah,
was just on
BJ
the
got
bench.
thrown out.
What was that, BJ?
I got thrown out of the game
Oh, no, why?
because we were fighting.
Because his hair wasn't long enough. So the
Yeah.
ref was like, out, you're out.
I hope you
Sorry.
ended up winning, though.
We did. we did.
Oh, we
Nice.
won that game.
Nice. So, wow, the setting in Japan looks different,
Yeah.
Nice.
in this tournament.
Mm-mm.
Actually, the ice there was something else. We love
Really?
the ice there.
Our
It was
division,
it's so hard to breathe. Sorry, BJ, go.
our, our division was pretty low because in the Asian Winter Games that includes like Japan and
Kazakhstan,
Kazakhstan,
Korea, South Korea
Korea,
also.
South Korea. So these teams are super good. So to give everyone like a fighting chance, they split it up into 3 divisions.
Yeah.
And we were like in the very bottom. So,
Oh,
it's- so like even if we were first in the division, we wouldn't be a medal technically. So we won bronze. We got
Yeah,
bronze,
yeah.
here, but it's not counted as a bronze medal for the Asian Winter
Yeah.
Games.
tournament. Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay, yes. Next photo, please. Oh, I think that's it, right? Or
David
it's
Perrin is so white. I'm joking. Kala ko may picture pa. I was like, why is he so white?
So you guys mentioned a couple of places you've been to. Where else have you guys gone just to play hockey and represent the country?
Malaysia,
Singapore.
and
Hong Kong.
Singapore. Yeah.
Nice.
Not too far. We were supposed to go to Kyrgyzstan last year, but COVID happened. So
Ah, sayang.
yeah.
Yeah. I'd like to ask, what are some of your individual notable achievements? Maybe we can start with you, BJ. Like in this,
Yeah.
obviously it's a team sport, no, but you have some notable achievements that ice hockey has brought to
Uh,
you.
I think the funniest, most notable one in the photo that you showed with
Yeah.
me and David in the
Oh,
under 20.
yeah.
That tournament we had to like switch things up, so they moved me from forward to defense, which is really weird because I've never played defense.
Hmm.
And then for that tournament, I ended up winning best defenseman of the tournament.
Nice. So since then, see, you're
Yeah.
such supportive teammates. So since then, you've embraced the defense position, or you're still like,
No, I went back and forth. That was just like a one time, big time.
yeah, nice, and you succeeded in that. I know.
Yeah.
So is it like all at once where the defense players are there and then forward players are there, or is it like if you're on offense, there are no defense players?
No, it's more like soccer, football than American football. So
Okay, yes. So everyone's there at once.
yeah.
Parang basketball lang. Yeah. So before the pandemic, how often did you guys compete?
Compete?
Yeah, like
probably
Uh,
like thrice a year.
Yeah.
thrice a year. Oh, okay, the tournaments you had mentioned.
Yeah.
Yeah. So was it like an actual team where every time may training kayo? Or like only when the competitions are there, that's where you guys train?
Oh, I think training is continuous regardless of the time of year. And
Mm,
it just gets like way more intense approaching maybe 6 months before the tournament.
yeah.
Yeah, I think the only difference would also be who is allowed to participate. Like if we're far from a tournament, they'd open it up to a pool of players. Then
Mhm.
closer we get, they'd cut it down to just the ones who are actually competing.
Okay, yes. That's great. So I believe you three were there in the um
All the
like
way, all the way.
all that's
All the way
great.
highway.
So how was your SEA Games experience like here in the Philippines? Because in the past I've interviewed athletes who've said that it's a big deal now for them because obviously like I've had one skateboard athlete on the show and he had mentioned na it's a big deal kasi that's the first time they had skateboard there and like it was held pa here in the Philippines. So it's an achievement for them. Pero how about you guys naman sa ice hockey? Was it a big experience for you guys, or was it like just another tournament where you guys competed in? Maybe we can start with you, David.
Well, for me, um, I guess it was a big thing because not I guess it was a big thing for me because actually I wasn't on the team in 2017,
Ah, okay.
so
So
it was
your
so
first,
there's that, and I guess just being on the home, just being here in the Philippines, like seeing my friends, family, watching,
yeah,
like it was such a big thing. So it was really more than just a tournament for me. Like that's why I'm like super like sad about the outcome, but I'm still so grateful because it's really something else to compete in a tournament, especially here. Like just the whole overall experience is, I don't know, it's just amazing. Like whether we won or whether we lost the game, the support was still there,
yeah,
and that's what I was really like, um, you know, amazed by, and like even until now, it's just crazy like the sport we have here in the Philippines. So yeah, for me, it was a big thing.
great. Yeah, I
Yeah.
believe it is. Because syempre, you're competing here, diba, in home ground.
Mm.
How about you naman, Miguel? How was that experience for you, like competing in the SEA Games?
I think anyone would agree with me naman when I say that the SEA Games is something always to be like when you're representing the country during SEA Games, it's something big, right?
Mm.
And yeah, it's such a grateful opportunity to just really like play in front of your home crowd at your
Yeah,
home ice,
yeah,
diba? So it is such a nice and amazing opportunity for me personally. And yeah, I absolutely love every second of it. And yeah, I hope that we get to play here more in tournaments like that and bigger tournaments, right? And I
yeah.
hope this sport really
Hopefully,
just grows talaga.
when COVID's over, no.
Yes, when COVID's over.
How about you, BJ? How was it like competing here in the SEA Games here?
I think for me it was kind of like a little different from Miguel and David because I like I get into the hype of competition when we leave the country.
Ah, yes, yeah.
Like there's something about playing as the underdog or like the
Yeah.
crowd not really liking you that I
Yeah,
enjoy.
you guys were considered you guys weren't considered underdogs during the SEA Games, or no? You guys
Well,
were
not really, also because the crowd was also cheering for us.
right.
So, but that was fun. I also appreciated that though. So
It's a different pressure pala, no? When you're
it's
playing,
Mm,
different.
when
that's true.
Filipinos are watching you. Parang, oh
Yeah.
man.
That's
Yeah.
great. So, kanina Miguel, you had mentioned na you hope that the sport continues to grow. It's good you tapped into that because I'd like to ask you guys, what's the current state of ice hockey here in the Philippines? How do you guys think we're viewed around the world, or if not the world, siguro internationally, like in Asia or even Southeast Asia? What's it? How are we like viewed? So maybe we can start with you, Miguel.
How are we viewed around the world, no? In terms of ice hockey?
Yeah, or maybe just in Asia or even Southeast Asia.
I think that we're not big. I don't think we're
Big
super.
yes, yeah.
I don't think we're popular to say the least, in any sense of the word. But I think that the more exposure we get to playing more tournaments outside the country and representing the country more, then well, kami, we hope that personally that we'd be able to tap more people in order for them to play the sport, to get into the sport, or at least
Mm-hmm.
watch it man lang,
Yeah,
diba? And yeah, to just expand their um
knowledge about it.
interests. Yeah,
Yeah,
yeah, like sporting interests. It's not just
yeah,
like, let's say, basketball or football lang, diba? Parang,
yeah,
oh, may ice hockey pala. And
yeah, yeah.
something,
That's
maybe it's something they can enjoy as well, diba?
yeah.
And that
For
that,
sure.
that yeah, that for me is like more than enough. But yeah, we're not big. We're not like we're not like, oh, we're not like
Yeah,
Canada. Oh my god. No, we're not. We're not. I don't think I don't think we're even close to Canada in any sense. But yeah, Asia, we're not big as well. Yeah, it's funny because we come from a tropical country playing a winter sport, so
oh yeah.
everyone's just actually, even the guard at PSC, they're like, oh, ice hockey, water hockey, ice hockey, ano yun? And then she's just like, yung sa yellow. So it's it's hard to explain to people like when they hear they hear it lang. Sometimes you say ice hockey, they're like field hockey, like no ice. They're like no wait, but you're from the Philippines, and you're just like, yeah, it's weird, weird, it's odd,
Lol.
but
Yes,
it is what
yes.
it is. Yeah, sometimes
Um,
you get really weird reactions when you tell them that you play
that
ice
you
hockey. They're
can hear.
like,
Yeah,
what's that?
yeah.
So, yeah.
No, but don't worry. Here we don't find it weird. Like at least in sport, it's great that you guys are pursuing the sport. Actually, it's not just unique. It's like it's great how you're bringing rice to it, which leads me to my next question. BJ, do you think the sport can grow here in the country? And if so, how do you think? Do you think we need more support from the government or perhaps like organizations?
Yeah, I'm sure it can grow here. There, like compared to when we started, well, Miguel mostly, he started like way back.
Yeah,
Comparing that to how it is now, it definitely grew. And there are a lot of kids in our program now. So I'm sure that there's a lot of potential for it to continue growing. In terms of support, yeah, I guess support is always going to help either from the public or from private institutions. And yeah, just like fixing up how our program is made and how our direction for like future growth is going. I think there's definitely a lot of potential. Especially it's a fun sport. Like what you said, when you watched it, you're like, whoa, this is fun
yeah,
pala. I'm sure other people could get that also.
yeah. It's really fast paced. That's what I like about it because my attention span personally is very like small. So when I
That's
watch,
everyone here also.
Yeah, that's the
Yeah,
opposite.
that's us. That's us
That's
right
everyone
here.
here.
so when I watch sports,
We're
like personally ha, and I don't mean to put down other sports. I prefer yung super fast paced talaga. Or maybe because I've been watching it all my life, so I've gotten used to it. Pero yeah, I noticed with ice hockey, it's the most fast paced sport I've watched. Because you guys are like all over the place, diba?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, or ADHD.
Did it take time for you guys to like get in the professional level? Like, or are you guys considered professionals
No,
now?
I wish we were professional now.
Sure.
Yeah, when
But
you said
like,
it, I was like, whoa.
like sorry, my bad. Like tournament, like international tournament levels.
um, yeah, I think AWG. I think the three of us can agree that when we first played that game, we were like, "Whoa!"
Yeah,
Yeah,
because what
it's
was
intense.
this? Yeah, it was our first like official
Major
tournament,
tournament.
Mm.
Mhm.
major tournament with contact ever. Because we usually play with no contact here, like in like our leagues. So contact means you could hit each other or basically like contact. So the first ever game that we played was against Kyrgyzstan
Kyrgyzstan,
and
Asia.
Kyrgyzstan.
Yeah.
Yeah, the Asia, Central Asia.
Yeah.
They Oh my gosh, like it was just crazy because all of us just really wanted to like have that contact. We're like and we're all so hyped, and then like in the middle of the game we're all like gasping for air, we're like, oh my gosh, this is crazy. But
Yeah.
like that was the start for us. That
What
Japan
year was this?
tournament, like
Sorry.
2017.
Okay.
2017.
Not
Yeah,
not too far. Yeah.
yeah.
Were you guys
So,
together na? You three? Like
huh? Yeah.
Yee, were we together? Yeah, we were.
I mean,
that's great. That's great. So, do you guys know who are the most notable people who brought rise to ice hockey here in the sport? Or kayo yung like origin of it all?
I don't think we consider ourselves as the pioneers to this sport in the
Yeah.
country. No, I don't think so. I think
So,
we've played with a
sure,
couple of them, and these are people who are like very passionate about the sport, who
great. Yeah.
like dedicated so much time and effort to bringing it in, starting the
Yeah.
league, starting the clubs. Like what I said a while ago. Like we were when we grew up, there were clubs already established, and
Yeah.
these are the people who really brought the sport and
The,
brought rise to this sport. So I guess we're just continuing their legacy,
yes.
and
And
it's been
then you,
fantastic.
yeah, that's great. Is there like a local league here in the Philippines?
yeah.
There's a local league. What's the local
Yes.
league, PJ?
The local league, we call it the PHL, the Philippine
PA,
Hockey League.
Philippine Hockey League.
Yeah,
Yeah.
but it's also like a league below that for like, so they try to split up the skill levels so that they can get a lot of people playing. Because not only Filipinos play in it, actually a lot of the community are expats. So they're Canadians or Europeans who work here who like hockey. So they play there also.
Does your team compete there?
Yeah, we do, but not as a team. We get drafted, so we're all like in separate teams.
Okay, okay. So, okay, gets. So, iba-iba kayong team, ganon.
Yeah,
So, you guys have competed against each other.
yeah, a lot.
Yeah. I remember this time where I was in a different team and Miguel and DJ were in the same team. It was
Yeah,
just like it was just so funny. Like after the whistle, like we just like laugh because like I don't know. It's just so hard to like keep a serious face when you're like going against your teammates.
Yeah.
It's like you just know like oh this guy's not so serious. Like oh my gosh.
yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, so before I head to the last question before going to break, I'd like to shout out our viewers today. Mr. Gian Pietro P says,
Oh,
sorry if
That's our
I got,
teammate.
that's our
oh,
goalie.
hello. He says BJ equals flow. Yeah.
Oh
And
my,
then
yeah.
he also says AWG. I'm not sure if I
Yeah.
know.
Okay.
Okay, yeah, that definitely best tournament ever. And Miss Roy Castro, thank you for tuning in. She says, "Wow." So before we go to break, I'd like me to ask you guys, could you guys please give advice or maybe like share encouraging words lang from your personal experience on how you would advise someone to get into ice hockey one day, or for those that want to pursue ice hockey, what would you tell them? Maybe we can start with you, David.
Hmm. Okay, I think like honestly, like if this is any sport also, like it doesn't have to be ice hockey. I think you just really have to have that passion for it. Like for all of us here, like we started at a very young age, and I'm so glad that we had that passion already from the start. Because without that, like I don't think we'd still be playing. Because I know it's sport is a hard thing to get into,
It is.
especially especially once you have all of the things of life just come in, like school, work, whatever, everything else, you know. So it's really something to be in a sport, and it's honestly like not the easiest thing to be in. But um, the thing is, though, the good thing about it is that it teaches you so many things, like not just discipline, but just with life as well. Um, so there's that. You just have to be dedicated. You have to love it. You have to love the sport. And for me, ice hockey was that for me. It really was my passion, is my passion. um it gave me an outlet to just, um do
Let loose.
whatever, let loose all of my emotions just there, let go. What, even if the work or the school week was very stressful, like I had an outlet for that, and it's something that I love doing as well. So parang it's just a good thing. So that for me is like my advice, to just have that passion for it. Like parang look inside as well. Like if you really love doing this certain sport, and then from then on, just be passionate about it. Like don't give up. Like
Yeah.
the cliche things, but not really, like because it's real as well. So yun lang.
Yes, yes. Thank you for that, David. Would
Yeah,
you
no
guys like to
problem.
add, Miguel or BJ, about maybe advice for those that want to get into ice hockey?
Miguel first.
Go
Grabe naman yung pressure.
Just
And Miguel.
Yeah.
No, for me, yeah, I think David said it all. Like, find out if it's something that you could love, diba?
Yeah.
Because if it's something that you could really dedicate yourself to, then it doesn't matter what craft you're in. Diba the
Yeah,
saying is dedicate yourself to your craft.
for
Mm,
They
sure.
don't tell you what the craft is, and I think that's the beauty of it all. Like you have that opportunity to really discover and explore what you really want. And if hockey or let's say basketball, football, volleyball is something that you really want to get into, try it. That's the best
mm,
way. Immerse yourself into the culture. Try to see who are the people there. If you jive with them or something, right? And
Mm-hmm.
if it's something that you want to do, you're happy with, and if it fulfills you, then I think you should do it.
yeah.
I love
So
that.
yeah,
Thank
just
you
try
for
it and do it.
that. And VJ, would you like to add? No pressure.
No, I think
30
yeah,
minutes.
they said it
BJ.
all. They said it all. You
They
just
said
get into it if you're happy.
Hindi,
Mm.
add ka. Joke lang. Hindi. You're last eh. Joke lang.
Do you want to add, or you want to do break?
No, that's fine. They said it
We're
all.
all right. So I like how you guys stressed on passion, dedication, and the importance of like getting out there and exposing yourself. Because like even if people view ice hockey as such a different sport, like Miguel, you had mentioned nga kanina that ice hockey Philippines, it could be so parang parallel, diba? But at the end of the day, it was your passion, dedication, and that feeling of fulfillment that really helped you guys strive sa sport. So thank you guys for sharing that. And we'll head to break. We'll hear more from the ice hockey boys when we get back.
This is Sportswatch, only here on V81 Radio, Manila.
Please allow me to introduce myself. I'm a man of wealth
and takes. I'm a big old rock, there is none higher. Sucker MCs should call me sire. To roll my kingdom, you must use fire. I won't stop rocking till I retire. Now we rock up points, and come correct. All crystal on time, and rhyme connect.
Let's dive deep into an all-boys conversation with Voice of the Boys, taking up full sessions about movies, anime, martial arts, and more. Voice of the Boys features pop culture, discussions on male topics, and issues with a hint of female perspective. Hosted by your resident voice artist, the Rick Matthews, and Voice the Slayer, Joshua Ravales. So grab a popcorn and enjoy the Voice of the Boys, only here on V81 Radio, Manila. We all love his hits like The Way You Look at Me.
'Cause there's something in the way.
And Color Everywhere.
Put the blue back.
Now he's back, releasing a 90s hit boy band song.
I will take
Makikipagkwentuhan, kulitan at kantahan ang nag-iisang Asia's romantic balladeer, Christian Bautista, kasama si Papa Gio sa Home Not Alone, Songs from Home Season 3 on March 11, 11 a.m. Philippine time o March 10, 7 p.m. California time. O excited ka na ba? Christian Bautista and Papa Gio sa Home Not Alone, Songs from Home Season 3. Dito lang yan sa V81 Radio, Los Angeles.
every word I say is true. This I promise you.
Now back to Sportswatch, only here on V81 Radio, Manila.
Okay, we're back here at Sportswatch with our guests today, ice hockey, Pilipinas ice hockey team, BJ, Miguel, and David. Hi again, guys. I think we lost Miguel. Did we lose Miguel or sayang? David, sorry. Miguel, my bad. Sorry, David. There you guys are. So for this segment, we're gonna play. I don't know if you guys have played it, but it's called Rapid Fire.
Oh boy.
It's nothing too serious, don't worry. I'm just gonna throw a question and just tell me the first thing that comes to your mind. What was that, Miguel? Sorry, were you about to say something? Nakamute ka ata.
Oh, I just
Ay,
said
nakamute.
pressure.
Pressure. No. Pressure. Are you gonna pressure BJ to answer? Because
Yeah. BJ.
Sige, so are you guys ready? Game, ha?
Yes, always ready.
All right. So first question. Who is always late on the team?
David,
Miguel. Miguel.
both of them.
I'm only late because of Miguel.
No, they ride together to training all the time, so they're always late together.
Oh, there.
Not
BJ.
always.
The reason is, BJ, the reason is, you know the reason
90% lang.
No, actually,
why.
yeah.
I
David
wake
is
up
late because of
I
Miguel.
wake up very early to pick up Miguel, and he's still asleep when I get to his place.
Yeah.
And it's happened so
I'm a
many
deep
times.
What
sleeper,
time is
guys.
early?
I'm a deep sleeper.
Huh?
What time is early
Five.
for you? Like 6? Oh, ang aga kasi ng 5 a.m.
On a Sunday kasi.
Ah,
Our training is usually Sunday morning. I mean,
how long
Yeah.
are your trainings normally?
Maybe
2
an hour
hours?
and a half to 2 hours.
Okay.
2 hours max, yeah.
Yeah. Damn. Yes. So,
So it's
next
Miguel.
question. Sorry, what?
So it's Miguel.
The late culprit.
He admitted it. The boy.
I'm not gonna hide it anymore. It's me.
Shout out to your team. Hopefully,
No, it just
watching.
means I have room to improve, guys.
Okay.
Next.
Okay.
This for someone who's always late. Sino naman yung always early?
EJ.
Yeah.
BJ.
Nice. First one in, last one out back.
No, Miguel is also the last one out.
Yes.
No, not all the time.
Me. I'm the last one out.
David.
Yeah.
Next question. Who is the most competitive?
Everyone.
Everyone.
Everyone is super competitive. in
Yeah, like you
own
see us
way.
smiling now. No. Don't get fooled by these faces.
Yeah, I mean, you guys wore your jerseys today, so we're ready to compete. Sino naman who's the most outgoing?
Miguel.
Everyone. Oh, ako ba?
Miguel.
Nice.
Yeah.
Humble
guys.
pa to eh.
Miguel.
Thanks, guys. I think it's me. My friend said me.
One word to describe your team.
Funny.
Kenkoy.
Random.
Random.
Oh my goodness. Once you like get to know every single one, you're just like, what the heck? Like
How
such a random set of people.
How many are you guys a team?
20.
20. Yeah.
20.
20. So it's all like different people from different backgrounds. Damn.
Yeah.
Very different backgrounds. It's crazy. Oh my
Great.
gosh.
It's funny. It's really funny.
So if David says random, what's your word, BJ and Miguel?
I said funny. Miguel
Funny.
said Kenkoy.
I said Kenkoy because we're a bunch of goofballs, really. Like sometimes we're so serious, you'll see parang, oh, grabe serious siya mag-warm up ah. Biglang, wala na, 1 second later, tawa na yan. Serious ka pala ah.
Oh my. Yeah.
Chemistry on point. Yeah. Are you guys into other sports?
Yeah.
Yeah, but not competitively. Oh wait, no.
Yeah.
Ano,
Miguel did track and field competitively.
track and field. Wow.
Yeah.
But do you like watch other sports?
Mm-hmm. For sure. Yeah.
Yes. Are you guys like into the NBA or UAP or wait? I noticed pala.
Yes.
Ano, you guys are like based on the profile pictures, you guys are like one's from UP, one's from Ateneo, one's from LaSalle.
Yeah.
Yes.
Actually, ang ano.
Like, I noticed, I was like, oh, I'm gonna bring it up sa show. Like, are they competitive to the UAP?
I mean, it's
Yeah.
not really a competition because Ateneo wins.
Yeah,
Oh, sheesh.
Oof.
true naman.
All
True
right.
naman,
I mean,
yeah.
I've watched them.
that's just basketball, but whatever, you know,
Yeah, it's just basketball though.
whatever.
But they did win the general champ. Who's from LaSalle? I believe it's you.
David.
Okay,
Yeah,
you're
yeah.
not-
I'm from LaSalle.
I'm from Taft. Hello,
Yeah, yeah. Yeah.
Hey,
Talo
David,
na kayo.
David, do you remember the finals in football that you watched?
Oh my lord. Oh,
the one versus Ateneo.
yeah. Oh my gosh.
Oh yeah, this was not in Rizal, right?
Yeah. We were up 1-0 and oh my gosh, Ateneo just scored like last
Yeah.
minute. Because I think our coach subbed out somebody, so there was extra time, and that in that extra time they got the score,
We were
and
able
then
to score.
and then the second extra time I think Ateneo scored, so like that was like the sudden death na the golden goal. So like oh
Yeah.
my goodness, all of our hearts broke that day. Like Lasallians, we were just like
Not mine.
you know, because we were like the underdogs that time. Because people thought it would be like UP versus Ateneo.
Yeah,
But then we beat UP like surprisingly.
yeah.
And then ayun. But anyway, I don't want to talk about it anymore.
He's still. But it's a big though. The LaSalle and Ateneo rivalry. Like it's. How about you, naman, Miguel? You're from UP, diba?
Yeah.
So are you like
Agree.
big? Are you like big?
Yeah,
on
I
the-
love watching like different sports, basketball, volleyball, track,
who are
anything
your,
actually.
Who are your teams in the NBA?
Now?
Yeah.
Good question. NBA now?
Yeah.
I like Utah now. They're pretty good.
Yes.
Lakers are good also.
Yeah, I like the Lakers. How about you, David and BJ? Do you guys like? Are you guys into other leagues?
I
don't
watch
NBA.
NBA. I don't watch anymore. I used to watch it a lot, like especially when Kobe was around. R.I.P.
Yeah.
Kobe. We love you. But right now I watch PGA golf.
Okay.
I was about
what
to say
else?
that.
Yeah, and then
I watch PGA highlights.
yeah, because
It's
I
so
also
boring.
started I started playing golf recently also like
Okay.
last
Cool.
July.
Yeah.
So yun, like that's one thing. Like it's very like exciting once you like
It is.
understand it.
Yeah. I've
I was
had
gonna mention.
of athletes in my show when they talk about how their sport, they feel their sport is still like not in the radar yet, but it's
Mm,
growing, and
mm,
there's actually a ton of opportunities here in the Philippines. Actually, they're ano na nga, they have tournaments na nga eh. They have their own bubble. Which
mm.
brings me to my next question. Magkakaroon ba ng ice hockey bubble or a tournament in the future
Well,
before the vaccine? Or you guys
well,
wait for the vaccine talaga?
probably not.
I think
Especially at
we
our
are gonna
level.
have. I feel like we're gonna have to wait for the vaccine.
Yeah, I
Ah,
don't think we have
yes,
enough funding for a bubble.
Yeah,
yes,
yeah.
yes. All right. Next question. Favorite experience ice hockey has brought you to? Let me guess. This is your Japan trip.
Yes.
Yeah,
I knew
Yeah.
it.
We don't even have to say anything.
Yeah.
it was fun also because in Sapporo it was snowing, and it was the first time a lot
Wow,
of us
what
saw
fun was
snow.
that?
We even
It's,
bought a
it's
sled.
Yeah,
yeah.
Oh, what
Because
We
month?
bought a
literally
sled
that
from
was
a
February.
second hand. Yeah, Feb. We bought a
Because
That,
sled from a
Feb's
second hand store, and then we found a hill and just
yeah,
ah,
because there would be like random snow piles wherever. And we found this one right beside the store where we bought the sled. We bought the sled because it was beside the thing, and we were just like, "Oh my gosh!" So we just built a like hill. We just formed it, and then
yeah,
we just started setting, and it was just I don't know. We felt like kids. I mean, we
we
were
are
pretty
kids.
young back then. We were really, I mean, we are pretty young, but like it was just I think like more than like playing the tournament and being competitive and
yeah,
all. Like that's what I love about my team. Like we could be like fun, in
yeah.
those times in our down times because like I don't know if it wasn't for that I don't think we'd have this bond. Like our bond really is just like
Oh,
strong.
Yeah, we
Yeah,
have a
that's
because
lot of
like
snowball fights
it's
also.
like
yeah,
it's like mighty bond.
yeah.
that's
No,
nice.
yeah.
That's nice. I hope
Instead
you
of
guys.
Mighty Ducks, Mighty Bond.
I okay.
Yeah, mighty
I
bond
hope you
Uh,
guys
sponsor
can
us.
do that again.
yeah, I really hope that it happens again. Honestly.
Oh, this might be ano. You guys might answer differently here.
Hmm.
Toughest opponent you face.
I feel like we're
Thailand.
all gonna be the same. Thailand, yeah.
Who? Thai-
Thailand,
Thailand,
Thailand. Oh, they must
yeah,
be really good.
yeah.
really good.
Super good.
Is
They
this
have a great program.
during
Hmm?
the SEA Games?
Yeah. Well,
Yeah.
any tournament,
Every
honestly.
time that you play them.
Yeah,
Yeah.
is it the same people or it's just their program is so
The
good that
programs
Yeah.
like based on how they play, like they have a
The
really good
development
program,
is really
and
good.
like they always bring like new players or younger players into their team, and
yeah.
it's just like amazing how like you can see on the ice even if we don't see their program like from here, like you can see the way the players play, the way that their coaches coach them. They really have something that's really great, and I think that's also the reason why we think they're the toughest opponent is because we also have somewhat we kind of look up to them in terms of I don't want to say like totally, but um, because of my pride, as a Filipino, but they really have a good they really have like what do you call this? Their program's really amazing. Like
Stuff
just
here, yeah.
everything about like how they are very professional as well. Like the way that they deal with things, the way that they handle things, parang it's really on another level. And I'm glad to compete against them also because we get to see that,
Yeah,
and and seeing that they're also a Southeast Asian country, it also like gives us hope that we could reach that level as well,
yeah,
or even better,
yes, yes.
Yeah,
Thanks for that. Best
yeah.
winning moment with the team.
Best what?
DJ, go
Sorry.
ahead.
Best
So
what?
yung isa. Best winning moment with the team. Like, what game would you consider your favorite game na you won? Like, what was a statement game for you guys?
Oh, the 2017 SEA Games. Sorry, Dave.
It's okay. Yeah, it's okay.
2017.
Um,
How about you,
yeah.
David?
Hmm?
Same. That game was
What
intense.
I
did
was
you
watching. I was watching online, and I was I mean, it was so great. But for me, I think um, what was it? I think the best win for me was against Mongolia. I think in the 2019 CCOA. Because
Uh-huh.
I didn't expect us to like be up by that much.
mm,
We won 6-3, and I don't know, the our team was just so electric. Like the just the whole bench was just like, our mood was so great. Like we were so up there, like we were
yeah,
just shouting and screaming, and it was just such a happy moment. Um,
that's great.
I just like it's just a fun. And the thing is that like the crowd, kasi there we were in Malaysia this time. They like hated us and stuff like that.
Why
So
did I
like
hate you
that,
guys?
well, because they won this 2017 SEA Games, and it was there also. So parang when we went back there, parang all of this hate and all. But yeah, yeah, that game for me was like very memorable. Um, it was such a great experience as a player, especially when you're there. Like I'm so happy. Like they won SEA Games 2017, but like since I wasn't there, like it's a really different experience to be like in a game also. So that was
For,
for me, like
for
that
sure.
experience. Yeah.
Thanks for that, David. How about you naman, Miguel? A statement win. A favorite statement win by your team.
Favorite statement win. I don't know. I really enjoyed the Asian Winter Games one, like the game against Macau. I don't know. Like
Mm.
we've never played Macau ever, and it was like for
When
the
was this?
bronze medal game, 2017 also in the Asian Winter Games, and it was our first major tournament, and parang everything was on the line, and we
Yeah.
could we could go home with the medal,
Actually.
guys, and
Yeah.
I don't know, and I just felt like that game was something memorable to me because we played a really good game that game also,
Actually, yeah.
and we took on the challenge and the pressure pretty well, I think, in my opinion. And yeah, and I was just happy that we came home with a medal. Yeah, our first
Very
medal. So yeah, that's it. I think that was memorable for me also.
Yeah,
nice.
that's good.
Next, what comfort food does the team always have? I normally ask this question for teams yung may interview ko eh. Pero if you guys have your own personal ones,
Shucks.
go.
Tim,
What
dame.
Wow.
Are you
depends
talking
where
about
we are.
before
Yeah,
training or after
Depends where we
training?
are.
depends
I
where
see.
we
Yeah.
are.
Because
Pero,
like
okay, let's divide it. Before training na lang.
So on a regular training day, like David and I, sometimes BJ also, we love going to Tim Hortons.
Tim Hortons in
yeah,
Yeah,
MOA.
yeah. So
in
we get
Moa.
coffee and then like the wrap or the
Yeah,
bagel. Especially
something
Sunday
light lang.
morning.
Yeah,
Especially Sunday morning.
The
Like
wrap.
just to
it's
wake
a
us
wrap.
up. And
Yeah,
that's how we become late also sometimes.
because you go to Smart.
Yeah, because we drop by pa. Eh.
Yeah.
How about you,
And then
B? Is it the same for Sorry, Miguel, what was that?
no,
Sorry.
no, no. I was just gonna say like after training we also eat at Jerry's because it's the only thing
Yeah,
open.
I was gonna
By
say
the
that
time we're
also.
done,
Post training, I think, is more accurate than pre because
Yeah.
we're not
yeah.
really together before training, but after training, we're
Mm,
together.
yeah.
Yeah, where do you guys go, BJ? Where do you
Jer-
normally
Jerry's, I think, is the go-to. Like if we can't decide, probably Jerry's
Yeah.
good.
Mary's talaga? Okay. Favorite aspect thing about ice hockey? Like, what do you love so much about the sport? Like, if you had to
Mm,
point one specific thing, what would it be?
Speed.
Speed, yeah.
Yeah.
How about you, David? Favorite aspect of hockey?
Um I mean, I'd agree to the speed also, because I really love like just skating, like just sprinting and whatever. Um,
speed
but
skater ka pala eh.
I guess I guess also the hype when you score, like it's really
Yeah,
so different
sure.
scoring in hockey compared to other sports. Um, It's just crazy. Like even if there's no crowd, like when you score, it's just so it's such a great
Fulfilling,
feeling.
yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yes. And you naman, Miguel.
For me, it's the respect you give to not only the players, not only the team, but also the how they're playing. Because I
Wow.
think I don't know, I really like how you can't you shouldn't you, in hockey talaga you can't downplay and you can't disrespect like
Yeah.
downplay is the more appropriate
Okay,
word.
Miguel.
Downplay anyone for that matter because they can promise like at any point that they can probably break your ankles without you even expecting it, diba? And so there has to be a certain level. There always has to be a certain level of respect given to your opponent, but also, yun, to your teammates as well. Because yeah, diba? So yeah, I
Thank
love the respect aspect of the game.
Those were really beautiful answers. Who is your ice hockey idol, if you have one? Like someone you follow, whether like a professional
I
player.
know BJ's.
Yeah. Before,
Swiss, Jeff. I love our
actually,
captain though. Like
yeah.
honestly, like if you'd ask us like here, like in the Philippines, like locally, I think our
Oh
captain
yeah.
is like my idol, like legit. Like on and off the ice, like he's such a funny guy. Like once you get to know him, he's such a great guy. And
Yeah,
then on the ice, he's just amazing at what he does as well. So
great.
I mean, for that, like locally, like him, yeah.
Yes. How about you naman, BJ? Do you have like an ice hockey idol?
Yeah, I think what David said is right. If it's local, it's probably our captain. He's
Yeah.
like on another level.
Yeah.
And if
He's built.
international
He's really built different. Like
build
Yeah.
friends,
it's something else. Like off the ice, you're just like he's so composed, and then when he makes a joke, you're just like, dang, that is so funny and so on point. And you're just
Yeah.
like, oh man, that was so good.
And
But
when you
then
watch
yeah,
him play, he's
when
just
you
like,
watch him play, push comes to shove, he's gonna wow,
get
he's gonna
get
He's
amaze
gonna
you.
shove you.
He's
thanks
gonna
for
push
that.
you, labo.
Last question. Fill in the blanks. Ice hockey is
Love.
love.
Okay. Okay, Miguel. Ano ba?
No,
BJ.
ice hockey.
ice hockey is
Cold.
underrated.
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 That's a good one. That's a good one.
Yeah, better than yours, Miguel.
Copy paste.
Love.
Copy paste.
And yours, David.
I think. Oh my gosh. What? um.
Ice
Wait.
hockey. No
You guys
pressure.
answered so fast. You guys answered too fast. Ice hockey is one word lang, no?
Bagal
Ice,
naman.
ho- ice hockey is my passion.
Rapid fire nga eh. Huy!
So, passion.
Ang dami ng fire sa'yo.
So, thank you for answering our rapid fire. We'll be right back to wrap things up.
Ice hockey is love.
Ice hockey is hard. That's what I wanted to say, guys. It's just instinct. Just the I'm a
We were
loving guy.
on break right now, but I think na-disconnect si Sir.
Back shortly is Sportswatch, only here on V81 Radio, Manila.
Please allow me to introduce myself. I'm a man of wealth and taste.
I'm a king of rock, there is none higher. So your MCs should call me sire. To run my kingdom, you must choose fire. I won't stop rocking till I retire. Now we rock your party and come correct. All people on time and rock connect.
Please allow me need to introduce myself. I'm a man of wealth and taste.
I'm the king of rock, there is none higher. Sucker MCs should call me sire. To run my kingdom, you must choose fire. I won't stop rocking till I retire.
Now we rock the party and come correct. All people on time and rhyme connect.
Here on V81 Radio, Manila.
Okay, we're back here at Sportswatch to wrap things up. I'd like to bring out my guests today, Miguel, David, and BJ, Ice Hockey Boys. Hi again, you guys. Again, thank you for taking time today on Saturday, well, afternoon, morning/afternoon for both to talk all ice hockey and your careers. We appreciate it a ton. Before we let you guys go, could we just ask you? You three have obviously found a passion for a sport that has become so significant in your lives, diba? I really like your own personal stories and how you build such good team chemistry and love for the game and all the experience it has brought you to. Can you share lang some encouraging words to our audience on how siguro they can find their calling, even if it's not ice hockey or maybe another sport then, that they can eventually pursue, just like how you guys did when um, you were young. So maybe we can start with you, Miguel.
Hey, the pressure's on me. Okay. For me, I I've always believed that we were created for a reason, and that
Yeah.
everyone is built differently. We all have a calling. We all have a purpose. And for me, I think that if I were to give advice to people around the Philippines or the world, wherever you may be, it would be that just to keep searching. If you haven't found that thing that really like tickles you and like fulfills you the way that tickles you in a way na parang "Uy, kinikiliti ka," diba? Yeah, all the time, and like fulfills you in a way that nothing else does, then keep searching. Because once you find it, I'm pretty sure you won't let it go, and you dedicate yourself to it, even if it's not big. I mean, ice hockey isn't big here, right? It's not the most famous sport, and there's not a lot of people playing it, but
Yeah.
it's something
Yeah.
that the three of us and our community where we come from, we all love it, and we all dedicate 100% to it, to improving every day, diba? To really getting better actually is our goal all the time. And if that's something that you haven't found yet, then I just keep trying, just keep searching. I think there's no better way, yeah, but to try it for yourself, diba?
Yeah, that's really nice, Miguel. Thank you so much for that. How about you, David?
Man, I thought BJ was gonna be last. I mean, I
Okay.
thought I was gonna be last.
Okay,
But
you want to be last?
no, no,
Or
it's okay, it's okay.
okay.
I'm here na rin. I mean, you already asked me. So I guess like similar with Miguel, like I know and I believe like each and everyone has a calling, each and everyone has a purpose in their life, like whether it's ice hockey, whether it's sport, whether it's like whatever, you have a purpose, you have something inside of you that you can be passionate about, you can grow in, and it's just yun nga, you just have to like look for it. I know that sounds cliche again, but once you find that thing, and for us here, me, BJ, and Miguel, like we found that in ice hockey, and we may be doing other things as well, but like ice hockey is like our common ground here, and I believe like it's helped us, each and every one of us here, not to just grow in the sport, but grow in life. Grow as brothers, grow as just people, in the professional world, in school, in whatever. And I encourage each and everyone who's watching this right now, that to look for that, because you are important and you have something that you can just give the world. Every single one is very different, but that's what makes us special. That's what makes us creative. That's what makes us purposeful in this life. So I believe that whatever you want to do, or whatever you're called to do, or whatever your passion is, like just do it, like just go for it. it's something that you won't regret doing. It's something that parang that's just gonna help you throughout your life. Yeah, that's it for me.
Reach the
Thank
goal.
you. Wow.
Thank
Yeah.
you for that. And no pressure, BB.
I hate that I have to come after these two, especially with that question.
But wow, thanks for preaching the gospel on a Saturday morning. No, well, it's really beautiful. Thank you for that, David and Miguel. And BJ, would you like to share encouraging words now?
Okay, this is a little toned down from the two of these.
Yeah, no worries. No worries. It's not a competition.
Okay, but like, yeah, what they said, what they said, no, but like, I think something that I want to add to what they said is that when you when you try something, don't be afraid that you won't end up liking it.
Mm,
Like there are a lot of people who are just like, I don't want to try it. I don't think it's for me. But then, yun nga, you'll never find out if you don't try. But also, even if you do try and at first it's not for you, you can give it another chance. You can
mm,
like keep going at it, and eventually you're gonna find something that really just sticks to you. Because not everyone's good the first time. Like I'm pretty sure when the first time I stepped on the ice, I couldn't move. Like just because I couldn't like shoot goals already and skate circles the first time or the first few months that I was on the ice, it doesn't mean like hockey wasn't for me. Like it developed over time, and like that period of like building into uh, my hockey skills is what made my passion for it even deeper, if that makes sense. So yeah,
mm.
probably for someone who
Yeah.
wants to find something that they're passionate about, it's really about choosing to create the passion, not just having it right off the bat.
Yeah, that's nice. Thank you so much. You
Don't be
three
afraid to fail.
there. Yeah,
Yo.
that's true. That's true. That's very true. We can end it at that. You three really said super encouraging um words, especially since it's based on your experience, and we really appreciate that. So before we let you guys go, could you please share lang your social media handles, or maybe where people can follow you for perhaps to follow the sport, or you guys in general, or maybe your
So
team
you can
highlight.
follow Hockey Philippines at,
um,
I think it's Hockey Philippines, or yeah, right, Hockey Philippines on Instagram, right? On Instagram
Yeah,
and on Facebook.
Instagram,
Yeah,
Facebook, I
my
think. Yeah.
mm, yeah, my personal handle is Miguelito with
Yeah.
four E's.
on Instagram. And
Miguelito on Instagram, and on Facebook it's just
David,
Miguel
uh, how,
Relampagos.
how about you, David and BJ?
Yeah.
Do you guys want to share?
Yeah, I'm Ben George 96
Yeah.
because my jersey number is 96. So easy to remember.
Nice.
And you,
Mine is
Juan?
mine's underscore David Samson. I try to post like hockey related stuff, but it's not all the time. Just a disclaimer. But I love my sport.
All right. Thank you three for joining today. I really appreciate it. Hope our audience learned something about ice hockey and
Mhm.
your personal careers and experiences. So thank you guys again so much. We'll see you
Thank
soon.
you for having
Yeah.
us.
Thank you for having us.
Thank you for having us.
Thank you for dealing with us.
Oh yeah, that's more. Thank you.
Thank you so much. All right. So I hope you guys today enjoyed our episode today about the ice hockey team. I personally was so excited because I really wanted the sports community to just learn more about the sport and also the players behind it, because they will eventually make a name for the country, hopefully in the future. So there we have it. So the risk about pursuing an uncommon sport like ice hockey, specifically here in the Philippines, is that you don't know what the future holds. But one thing David, BJ, and Miguel did was bet on themselves and on the sport. They followed their love for the game, their passion, dedication, and the self fulfillment the sport brought. And here they are. So Once again, this is Sportswatch. Thank you for tuning in today. Catch me live every Saturday from 11 to 12:30 noon. Next week, we have a fun episode. We're going to tackle table tennis. So that should be fun. Catch the next following shows after me for this weekend. We have Making a Difference. I think Erica's starting her fourth season. So tune into that. That's at 3 p.m. to 4:30, followed by new All Pinoy Alternative Music every Sundays at 1 p.m. to 2:30 by Charlie Diaz and Farbs Moro. Last but not least, on Sunday, we have Practical Magic from 8 p.m. to 9:30, hosted by Rev Regtan. So once again, thank you for tuning into Sports Watch, and I'll catch you all next week. Thank you.
Get your head in the game and join the tribe every Saturday as we hear the stories of athletes, fitness personalities, and enthusiasts from the sports world. Hosted by your resident sports girl anchor, Nicole Ganglani, bringing you sports action on Sports Watch every Saturday, 11 a.m. to 12:30 p.m. Philippine time. Until next time, only here on V81 Radio, Manila. Tunog Pinoy, Tatak Pinoy, your all hits, all Pinoy digital radio station in South Manila. This is V81 Radio.
Ito ang paborito ng bawat Pilipino. Basta all hits, all Pinoy, panalo. Merong kwentong iyakan at tawanan. Kahit nasaan ka man, ito'y mapapakinggan. Ito ang radio mo. Ito ang radio ko. V81 Radio. V81 Radio. Kahit mahal namin kayo. V81 Radio. V81 Radio. Para sa inyo ito. V81 Radio.